What is going on, guys? It is Huey Sensei here today, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to spend a good 8.5 minutes just slandering the absolute shit out of Overwatch 2, or should I just say quote-unquote Overwatch now. So Overwatch is a game that I thoroughly enjoyed. I got it a couple months after it came out in 2016, and it was literally the peak of online shooting games, and I was obsessed with it. I have hours upon days, upon weeks, upon months, probably $1,000, $2,000 down the drain on that game, and it was great. Everything was going well. It won Game of the Year. It was a crazy success. But you know what they say: the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And let me tell you something: Overwatch fell harder than Humpty fucking Dumpty sitting on the wall, bro. It has literally been one of the biggest failures in gaming history since Overwatch 2 came out. And this is coming from somebody who literally glazed on Overwatch 2 for months and months after it came out. And it just really irritates me that they are literally doing everything right now when they've had all this time to do it right. But now that they have competition, Marvel Rivals, they are now trying to bring back every OG known to man, and it's just not fucking working. So one of the main things that really pissed me off was when I saw that they were bringing back loot boxes. And I'm going to sit here and tell you one thing: as much of a gamble as it was, it is literally one of the best things that Overwatch could have ever had, and they took it away for what? So they can give you shitty battle pass skins and recolors that cost $20? Like, don't get me wrong, some people hated the loot boxes, and that's completely understandable. It's literally a gamble. I get that. But for the people who didn't mind it, it was something fun. I don't know, it's just something about the thrill of getting something good, knowing that, like, it's not 100% guaranteed you're gonna get it. It was just a good little fun thing they had. And then, oh my god, and this got me so messed up. And then they started adding character abilities, like they promised all those years ago when they said, oh, by the way, all that cool stuff that we promised, scrap that, and now we're getting them. All because they have competition. This is a very, night and day thing. It's very, I'm very happy that they're actually getting competition and they're making their game better, but it's like, you only did it because you have competition. You only did all this because of the fact that you knew that your game was dying. And it's the fact that you promised the original players who waited years to get this stuff to literally just give it to the people who are now coming to the game, and they're gonna all get it for free. They're getting all this stuff that we got promised all these years ago, and they're just getting it because they have competition and they're scared of losing their player count, which they've already tanked 80% of their original player base. It's awful. I don't understand how they're even continuing to have a player base at this point. It's really just the people who don't want to get off the game and who are nostalgic about it. And there's just no more there for me that I can really get from it. And if you're wondering what I mean when I say character abilities, I mean back when they first introduced Overwatch 2, they had this whole thing where they were gonna have a story mode, and the characters were gonna have these character abilities where they can do different things. So right now I heard that Reinhardt has a shield bash, and Ramatra's got some pulse mode that he can do. That was all promised years ago whenever we were told that Overwatch 2 was gonna be some big new revolutionary thing, and it was gonna be the next big new thing, and then they ended up scrapping all of it. So yes, I have a pretty valid reason to be mad, and I don't want to hear anything in the comment section. And I'm not 1,000% sure how credible this source is, but I found multiple people leaking this thing called Stadium Mode, which is literally just Overwatch 2 in third-person mode. What does that sound like? Marvel Rivals. And like I said, I know, it's competition, but it's that's you literally have had 8 years to add a third-person mode, and guess what? You didn't. And then Marvel Rivals comes out, literally slapping your game out of the fucking water, and what do, bro? Within the first 3 months of this game's being out, you already are making a third-person mode. Like, come on! And don't even get me started about the 6v6 coming back, and the fact that after 8 years of competitive play, they are just now adding a ban. They're just now adding banning characters and banning maps, bro. It's been 8 years, bro. It's already too late. Like, it just never, Blizzard never fails to show me just how, like, greedy and how desperate they are when it comes to making their game better after not giving a shit about it or the fan base for the last 3 years. And it really just turns me off. And the fact that Blizzard is just already a scummy company to begin with, just stick to Diablo, bro. Stick to World of Warcraft, bro. Like, stop trying to make Overwatch 2 better when you've already dug it into the ground and literally gave it a casket, bro. It just doesn't make any sense. So in conclusion, everything that made Overwatch 2 different from Overwatch 1 literally has reverted back. Like, 6v6 is back. They brought back loot boxes. They're literally adding the stadium mode, and it's like, so you're telling me that most of the things you took out of the game, you're putting them back in? That's because you knew that Overwatch 1 was more successful. You knew that the freaking battle pass system and the stupid recolored skins was not going to work for as long as you wanted them to work. And now that, like I said, competition, it's just, like I said, man, it's just very frustrating knowing that this company really didn't start giving a fuck about making their game better until they had competition, man. And I know that I've said competition so many times on this video, but, you know, we're just going to have to deal with it. On the contrary, I really do like the fact that Blizzard actually is putting time and money into their game again, and they're actually putting some real ideas and real things to offer on the table that are different. I'm very happy. The game literally used to be like my ride, man. Like, I would play that game for hours and hours a day. I'm talking like, dude, like, it was insane. And I loved the game, man. I can't go back to it, bro. Marvel Rivals is so much better, and there are things about Marvel Rivals that are bad. I'm not gonna sit here and say that Marvel Rivals is the best game that's ever came out. It's not, but in my opinion, it is dramatically better than Overwatch 2 because they are consistent. They balance things. They give out good skins. Their battle passes are really good. Like like, you know, they just really show that they loved this game, that they loved making the game, and you can tell because this is what Overwatch felt like when it first came out. It felt like a brand new thing, and I really want Blizzard to take accountability for being just a shit company about these last couple years and the way they've been treating the fans, man. And all of a sudden, Marvel Rivals comes out and they're trying to make the game tremendously better, and it's just not going to work. If you made it to the end of this video, you know, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment, give me a subscribe, you know, just any interaction. It really helps out and it really motivates me to do this more. So I really appreciate you sticking around. And if you made it this far, comment the word peanut butter. And yeah, and I will see y'all on the next one. And thank you for sticking around. Peace out, guys.